I'd like to call to order the agenda Budget Committee meeting Thursday, June 1st, 2017. Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Andrew.
Here.
Mr. Collins. President Guidry.
Here.
Vice Chairman Landry.
Here.
Mr. Latour.
Here.
Mrs. Trimming.
Here.
And Chairman White.
Here.
You do have a quorum.
Consideration of making a recommendation with reference to approving requests from the following entities for grant funding for the
Move on
gaming.
three all bullets. Second. What is, can I have a copy of that? I'll scroll down. I got it.
For a corporate endeavor agreement between the police jury and requesting entities as well, authorizing the president of the police jury or his designee for appropriate to execute all documents related thereto. The requests are as follows. Ward 1, Water District 1 of Ward 1, $125,000 cost related to the Topsy Road Waterline Overlay project for the intersection of Welcome Road to the end of Parish Line. B, Recreation District Number 1 of Ward 3, $3,500 for partial expenses of summer activities and programming at McMillan Park. C, Water District Number 9 of Ward 4, $9,420 for sewer upgrades to add sewer billing to work with the parish and collections of sewer users. D, Ward 4, Fire Protection District Number 4, $5,000 costs related to the recovery efforts from the recent flooding incidents, including the purchase of replacement equipment. E, Gravity Drainage Number 6 of Wards 5 and 6, $50,000 for costs related to the construction of metal building on Airport Road. F, Fire Protection Number 1 of Ward 8, $11,150 matching funds for the purchase of radio equipment. I have a motion by Mr. Francis Vanderpont and a second by who? Mr. Guidry.
Mr. Landry wants to speak.
I do have a speaker. Mr. Landry.
Okay, let's see. On A, we can start there. Water line overlay. I have never heard of it quite put that way. Are you going to overlay the road and put in a water line at the same time, or exactly what is that? Whoever.
I don't mind answering that. That's just a term used, they're enlarging the line in place. Something, it could go a number of ways. Generally, they're going to put a new line of a bigger size adjacent to an old line and abandon it. So overlay for the water industry is make it bigger.
I got you. I don't know. Maybe I've heard it and I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. The next one, number C, that's very awkward as well. You're having sewer upgrade. I mean, is this in a computer system to go on a parish water bill to collect sewer fees? I'm assuming that's what that means.
That is a clarification. There's actually, we missed a word on there. That is software upgrades,
Yeah, that'll help.
which allows those districts to do our billing for our sewer fees that we'll be collecting as one of the small districts that we operate, which I think this is the Bayou Oaks Estate system
Oh, yeah.
or something like that.
I'm familiar with it.
So we help them upgrade their software and they do our billing.
I was going to say $9,400, you wouldn't do much sewer upgrade for that. And let's see, I think there was one more. Oh, on D, is this the fire station that floods?
Yes,
So did it ruin equipment from the water getting in there again?
learned about everything.
Maybe we ought to invest in something to get it up off the floor when they store it.
Well, the way it is right now, they want to find another place and build.
Yeah.
But for right now, they got to get put back together so they can continue on until they can do that.
So, I mean, do they have the money to relocate?
I don't know.
Probably not. Are you shaking your
I
head?
do not know. Relocation would be a good plan, though.
I can't answer your
You
question.
gonna work with them and come to us and ask us for some money?
You know what?
Why don't you do that?
Let's just be honest. They didn't ask me for a penny.
Oh, really?
I
Oh, you just helping
called
them.
on my own, and I talked to Dane, and we talked about it, and he put it on the agenda for me.
Why
Because I
don't we,
just feel like right now, just to get back to where they can serve the people of Houston River with the fire department, today is today. So I was worried about today.
right,
And now we can talk about the tomorrows as time goes on.
so you're gonna try to help them, let's see if we
Yes,
can't
and
get them
Francis
moved
is
somewhere.
too. I mean, Francis is working with the Houston River Fire District also.
Right.
So,
Daily.
yeah, so, and the thing of it, they asked me for nothing.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm all for it. I think we should help them do what we can to try to get them in a facility
But I
that,
think what they have to do is, number one, you have to find property. And number two, then you'd have to build a new facility, and that's gonna be lots of money.
Mr. Boland, I think, has a comment.
Just a comment on that. There's been discussion between Mr. Grimion and Mr. Kelly and trying to figure out what would be the better location or the options to make sure it doesn't happen again. So there is that discussion going on as we speak.
Okay,
Thank you for asking, because I think it helps clear things up. Appreciate it.
I just want to help them.
Thank you. I do too, and I'm gonna need your help when the time comes.
You got it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Anderpont.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kind of bring you up to speed a little bit, Chris, it's a good valid point that you bring up. Since the last time they got water into the fire station, the parish has been good enough to change the culverts in the front. Gravity Drainage Board cleaned out the little lateral that goes from Houston River to the river, it's Houston River Road to the river. They are in a bowl, there's no question about it. I mean, they are really low, and they did water about 11, 12 inches of water inside the building. And I rode over there, and I can tell you, I've never seen water over Houston River Road before, all the years that I've had that area. But anyway, a lot of thanks is being owed to Dane and Alan and everybody involved, and trying to assist them and keeping them from flooding again. Whether or not it'll happen, I don't have a clue. But anyway, we did make efforts to assist them, and so I got a lot of fault, but gratitude ain't one, and I'm telling you that they stepped up to the plate. And I yield back.
Thank you, Francis.
Yeah, I got a motion by Mr. Anderpont and a second by Mr. Guidry. Do I have any objection? If not, motion carries. Item number 4, recommend approving funding assistance in the amount of $200,000, Waterworks District Number 11 of Ward 4 and 7 for the purchase and installation of a new
Move on
300,000
4.
gallon
Second.
elevated water tower, with said grant to be paid out over 2 budget periods. I have a motion by Mr. Anderpont and a second by Ms. Trimmy. Any discussion?
Yes.
Mr. Anderpont.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, again. Let me bring you up to speed on what's going on there. There's a lot of growth in that area north of Sulphur. I was able to get $605,000 from capital outlay money to help assist in the program, which is laying new water lines and a new water tower. And I want to thank the Jewars who are participating in this program. I want to thank Dane for putting this package together. It was a lot of discussion before we finally came to where we are today. And so that being said, thanks, Dane, and thanks to the Jewars who are participating in this program. And I yield back.
Any other discussion? Have any objection? Seeing none, motion carries. Any other matters for consideration?
Move to adjourn?
Second.
We are adjourned.
Very good, sir.